Hi Flosstube, welcome to my Flosstube channel, Minigames Teacher. My name is Sofia and today it is the 1st of December. I knew I said in my last video it was going to be in September that the next one was coming out, but there is a reason for me not doing that and I will get into that later in the live part. I was kind of unsure if I was going to film this video at all, but then I said to myself that I am not doing a New Year whip parade as my next video. I have done so many whip parades and so little updates, and I haven't stitched on all that much, so, well, a regular update. And for me, today is kind of the starting point for Christmas. So later on today I'm going to be Christmas decorating the entire living room and it's going to be great. Some things first. This is the second time that I filmed this video. I thought I was going to be able to edit my video and to put pictures here of everything. That won't be happening. So it's just like holding up regular Flosstube. And also, if you hear some noises, it can be one of four things. It can either be outside, they are building new houses across from me. It can be my fridge that is ticking, it can be my computer fan, or it can be my dog in this sofa. She's actually lying on that pillow. So I'm not going to apologize for it because I can't do anything about any of the noises, but it is what it is. This camera is also not my usual camera. This is a not autofocusing camera, so that can be interesting. That one I will apologize for because I have had a plan to buy a new camera for months and I haven't. And also the tablet that I usually film on is out of power. Great start. But first things first, I have received some gifts. So first thing I received was a lovely package from Nana, and she sent me some absolutely gorgeous opalescent white fabric. She also sent me another fabric, which I will show you later because I've already used it in a project, but it's a beautiful pattern fabric, and I think I know what I will put on it. Maybe. I'm a little bit unsure, but I think I know. So, really happy about that. Thank you so much. And she also sent me some needle minders, which is great because her needle minders are amazing. If you haven't had the privilege to test one of Nana's needle minders, please go and talk to her because her needle minders is amazing. They have amazing magnets and they are really pretty. But I'm just going to show you. So she sent me these two, which is Bulbasaur and a flower, and she sends them in a really pretty package and really pretty everything. I just was so like and opened everything up and put them out of the package, and I just put them on these cards to show you. Yeah, beautiful needle minder. She also sent me these two, and I have bought the Super Elk from her as well, and this is the Super Bear, and I absolutely love those two. They are amazing, like so good. I love him. really pretty. And this one is also super pretty. Yeah. As I say, go check her out. She's amazing. It's Nana Got Craft. No, sorry. I'm so sorry, both of you, because I just messed up your names. It is the Crafty Shield Maiden here on Etsy, here on Flosstube, on Etsy and on Instagram. Wow, words are hard. And flossing are hard when you're rusty. But she also sent me these two. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And she also sent me one more, which stuck to an magnet. I will show you in a bit. Also a little bird. Really pretty. So thank you so much, Nana. I truly appreciate it. It made my day. I was so happy. Really happy. And I also received a gift from Becky Got Craft. See? I mixed them up. But Becky Got Craft on Flosstube and on Instagram. And she sent me my first ever Halloween card. I've never received a Halloween card in my life, and it is so cute and such a sweet message and everything, so thank you so much. But she also sent me a needle minder, which is this ghost, and he is adorable and he is also super strong. So really great needle minder. All of the needle minders are great. They have such good magnetic qualities. And she also sent me one more thing. And for those of you, that's my dog. And for those of you who don't live in a place where we don't measure things in cups, only in deciliters, this will sound weird. But she sent me cup measurements. And I have been looking for these things for years, and I can't find them anywhere in Scandinavia, like not in Sweden and not in Norway at least, but she sent me. So now I can bake cookies, finally, with how the recipe wants you to do it, with cups. And these are like fold out cups. So really happy about those. So thank you so much to both of you. I was so happy on both days where I got those. Thank you. And yeah, if I'm a bit low on energy, it is because this is the second time I'm filming, and as I said in my previous video, my jaw can't handle that much talking. So sorry about that. That one I can say sorry about, because yeah. Also, one more thing before I go into finishes, and because I have finishes, and into my whips, is I wanted to show you, because there have been some months since I last filmed, and for me to be able to know what I have been stitching on, I'd like to show you how I do things. Because this is how I do stuff. So I have all of my whip names in a... This is not the correct way for me, but this is like the colorful bits are the name of every whip, and the ones that are colored in are the ones that I have started, and the blank ones are things that I have kitted up but not started. And as the year progresses, I start to fill in. So up here I have January, February, March, etc. And for every month that I work on a project, I fill in a color. So February, for instance, was pink. So I know that everything in February, this is all that I stitched on in February. And in March, everything I stitched on in March, April, and etc. And like 2 pictures. And when I finish something, I draw these lines across, and I fill in the color for that month that I finished it in. So, and if something is UFO'd, I do the same. You write UFO and then I like draw lines. That isn't a project anymore. And if I buy something new, for instance Saga, and I kit it up, I write it down in the bottom. And like this, if it was already started, I kind of go in a rainbow way, and if I started it in, for instance, this one was in July, so it's blue. This one was in August, so all of these are pink because it was August color, and I also finished them in August, therefore it's pink. So that is how I know what I've been stitching on, and I think it's a really easy way to be organized. At least for me it is, because with this list it doesn't matter if you have stitched 1 stitch or 50 stitches or 1,000 stitches. It's a good way to know what you have been stitching on. If you do floss tubes and you can't really remember, it's very easy just to like, oh yeah, I worked on that. And yeah, and also my markers that I use are like friction markers, so if I do something wrong I can just like rub it, erase it, and I can do it better or correctly. So I just wanted to share that with you. But let's get into my stitching. So first of all, I have some finishes, as I said, and I believe I said in my grade that there were some projects that I didn't really care about, that I didn't really like feel like finishing, and that one was, my first finish was one of those. So I finished this side. I finished this one, and wow, this is weird. The camera is really weird for me. Anyway, I finished this one and I'm really happy about it. I won't be holding up my progress for that long because of reasons I will go into my life update, but here it is. 3/1 on 11 count, and it was a AliExpress kit, so I won't be telling you the name of it, I won't be telling you the store or anything, because this is a copy kit. Yeah. Next one, I'm not doing this in order, but next one was Kanto Pokemon, like very retro, and this one is a free pattern from Cross Stitch Quest. So 2/1 on 18 count. It was a really easy, really fast, fun stitch to do. Highly recommend. Easy pattern, works in Pattern Keeper, yeah, and cute. So that is that one. Hair situation. Next one is a bookmark called You Died, and I can't remember what Etsy shop I got this from, but it was like because I bought the series of From Software, like bonfires and stuff like that, I got this included. And if you have played a From Software game, you will know why this is funny and not morbid, but funny, and why it should be stitched on black. But yeah, it actually fits kind of well with the book series that I'm reading right now, because I am reading Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and I highly recommend those books because it's amazing. I love that series. I have come to the 4th book, including the prologue, and it's a great book series. I highly recommend. Next one, yeah, in the book series you follow assassin and a master assassin, and that's why that bookmark fits kind of well. But yeah, next one is the monthly cakes from Brooks Books, stitched on 14 count, like a sand colored Ada. Here it is, and I don't know if it will focus, I don't think so, but they are really pretty. Sorry about the camera going all funky, I can't do anything about it. But they are really pretty. There are a lot of beads on this one, and I didn't use anything of the colored for beads. I know I've shifted around some colors. Yeah, if you want to know what brand of beads and what colorways of beads I use, just let me know in the comments and I will let you know. That is that one. Yeah, I need to be faster with holding things up. Sorry, I will get into it. Next one, we are going into whips. This one is Watercolor Golfer, and I don't know if I've actually stitched on this one or not. Let me see where I got it from. It's an Etsy shop. Sorry about the noise from the papers. This one is from Light Unicorn Designs on Etsy, and the fabric is Poison Green Ada, and that is from Easy Stitch for Fun on Etsy also. So I think I put in like 1 or 2 threads in this one. There he is, and this one is like a neon yellow-green color. Next one, this is more of an experiment, but this is just like a black line across the top on this one. There we go. And this one is Mermaid in a Cosmic Sea Max Color from Heaven and Earth Designs, and the designer is Uliana Babenko, or the artist. And this is what it's going to look like. So I am just stitching this top here. And it is 22 count, Hardanger, 3/110 stitch using CXC floss. And the coverage is great, and it goes really fast. It's more an experiment to see if I can hold this much fabric in my hand at the same time, and if I like 10 stitch, and I know I don't like 22 count because my stitches slips all the time and it's really annoying, so I don't know what to do, but so far it doesn't matter because it's all black. So that is that one. Into the hair on the floor. Next one is Guardian of Treasure. Let's see if I can find the right paper. It is this one. And this one is from Momentos Magicos. I got a kit from Nana. Again, Crafty Shield Maiden. Said it right. But here we are. This is the kit. Gorgeous dragon. Love that dragon. And it is a 14 count white Ada. Here we are. And everything from the eye down is new, and also this bit is new, and some of this is new. I know I filled in a bit more, but yeah, kind of a lot of stitching on this one. Really pleased with my progress. There you go. Really happy. The one I'm stitching on right now is Persona 5 Joker, and no, I can't remember her Flosstube name. Crafty Gaming Jamie, something like that. She has stitched this one and finished it. Here he is, and I'm a bit rusty, this is how it's going to look. So there you are. And this is like 40% done already. Okay, next one. I only put in like 2 threads in this one. Let me see. It is one of the bears. There. And I don't remember where the kit came from, anything, but there we go. This is a plastic canvas, and I think I only put in like 2 or 3 strands of floss in this one, but I've stitched on it, so I will show it. This one is kind of a pain for me to stitch on because it's a plastic fab canvas, and my technique of stitching isn't conducive to that because I stitch like with a sewing method, and I don't really have a setup for stitching with a poke and pull. So it's kind of annoying for me to stitch on that one. Hence why I only pick it up once in a while and stitch like 1 or 2 threads on it. Next one is You Belong to Me by Long Dog Samplers. And this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. I'm stitching this one with DMC 3808 on 18 count white Aida, and this is where I've gotten to. So I know I have stitched the rabbits on this side, and also some more of the camel, and also some more on the pyramid. Yeah, I think that is it. There you go. Starting to come together. I know I'm not at a halfway mark yet, but soon, maybe. There you go. Next one is Bomb on Battlefield from a pattern called All Courses Super Mario 64 by Boris D. Sign. And it is, let's see, this one is Bomb Bomb. So this is like the frame that you jump into to get into the world. It's like the picture on that frame to jump, where you jump in. And it is, this is how far I've gotten on that one. Not much. And I know I'm keeping things kind of far away from the camera, but that is because it won't focus if I do this and it will go all weird. So, here we go. Bomb on Battlefield. 18 count, 2-1, full cross, CXC floss. And I've messed up my gridding. So it's like my grid lines isn't correct, which is really annoying. But it is what it is. Next one is Hollow Knight in Coral from Lorem Stitch on Etsy. This is what it's going to look like. It's a very famous. It's a very. It's a scene from the game Hollow Knight, which I love that game. I haven't finished it yet, but I love that game. And I haven't finished it because I'm bad at gaming and it's a hard game. I am one of those to play on easy. If there is an easy mode, I play on easy. Because I play games to have fun, not to struggle. But here I am on this one, and all I've done is I have stitched more from this side in, and I've also stitched some blocks down. Yeah, there we go. Starting to look like something. And this pattern is one of those where I feel like I should have been done with it for a long time ago, and then stuff happened and it didn't finish it, and then thought I should finish it and then I didn't, and now I feel like I should finish that because that is like 80% done, and it just doesn't feel like it's 80% done, so I'm not in that like finishing mood for it yet, because it doesn't feel like it's so close, even though it is. my mind is strange. But that is the story of that one. The next one, you might have saw the sneak peek there. This is the Mermaid Cell. This is how far I am on it. I am completely done with spring. I have started summer, and I have also started the frame on autumn. And I was so excited about this one. Really, really excited. This is all the call for fabric, call for beads, call for flosses, everything. And I finished spring, and then I started summer, and I felt, well, they look kind of the same, just mirrored. Like, I know the tail fin isn't the same, and I know the colors aren't the same for any of them, but like the face, it's the same face. And I thought there were going to be more differences between them. So I kind of lost a little bit of motivation, because where I am on this one is kind of like the part where it's, I'm not saying it's the same, I'm saying they look kind of the same. So for me it's like, this is the second time I'm stitching this in this way. And I know that isn't the case, it's just how I feel about it. So I know I'm not complaining about the designs. The designs are lovely, I absolutely love them. It's just something in my head. And I know it's just me. But yeah, I should be more excited to stitch on it. I just am not. I absolutely love them. I'm absolutely loving them. It's just, my head is weird. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, she is gorgeous. Look at all of those beads. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Love her. Absolutely love her. And I love them all. I'm not just don't want to stitch on it. Which is sad, because that is expensive. That is the most expensive project that I have. It is more expensive to kit up those in Norway with the shipping than it is to kit up a mini Hade with over 100 colors. 100 skeins. I'm just saying. It's expensive. Okay, next one is Super Mario Bros. Alternative poster, which is X-Stitch PDF patterns on Etsy. This is what it's going to look like. There we go. And this one I'm going to roll out because I had it rolled up. And again, I'm stitching on the top. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a light blue and a light pink, yellow, and like a ecru is the color. And in Pattern Keeper, this blue looks really like wow. And this has happened to me before with this color, where I thought, wow, this is so blue in Pattern Keeper, and then I start to stitch with it and it's not that blue. And I have had to Google if the CXC is so wrong that it can't be used. But no, it's Pattern Keeper. It's Pattern Keeper. This is the right color. It's supposed to be this light blue. And that's kind of annoying. But it looks fine. When I stitched some of the yellow just to see that it like blended, and it does. So I'm cool with it. But you know, when you're thinking I'm going to stitch on bright blue and then you stitch on baby blue, yeah. Okay, the next one is Mini Christmas Town by Philip Straub on Heaven and Earth Designs. And this is the most Christmas for me that I will ever stitch. This is Christmas to me. Oh, sorry. this is what it's going to look like. It's a Christmas town. Cozy Christmas town within the mountains. And this is not a good picture, but it is a very cozy Christmas town. In the mountains. With clouds. And it's blue. It's really blue. So, here I am on it. And I started stitching and I couldn't stop. Yeah. I am actually quite far in it, because here is the end of the pattern. So there we go. A lot of 820 and a lot of 939. But it looks good. And that one is one of those where you stitch and it doesn't look like anything until you put in the last stitch in that area, and wow, it is a house with windows. It looks great. In person it looked great. Okay, the last project that I have worked on is called Mini Endurance by Tom Allen, and again, Heaven and Earth Designs. And also Mini. Can you see Mini game? This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. And this one is a very personal pattern for me, because I have been struggling a bit with my mental health. And my psychiatrist told me that this is not a race. This is a marathon. If it is a race, it's a marathon. And you take it one step at a time, slowly, and eventually you will get into the finish line. So I feel like the turtle and the snail. I'm going to race this mental marathon in my own pace for as long as it takes me, and I will finish in the end. I will get better in the end. And I'm already better. So it is a very personal pattern for me. I know it isn't the cutest and it isn't the prettiest and none of those things, but it's deeply personal to me and I love it for that reason. And I spoke with Nana about this pattern, and I said I don't want to stitch this, because this isn't full coverage. Like, this isn't stitched. So I said, I really, really want to stitch it on something with color. And I asked her if I could buy one of her fabrics. I didn't buy it. I received it as a gift. And it is the perfect fabric, and I am so grateful to her for giving this to me, because it's the perfect fabric. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's going to look great with this pattern, and it makes me want to stitch on it because I love stitching over 2. I don't like counting on it, but I love stitching on it. Like, my stitches look great 2 over 2. And really, really happy. So this is 32 count, and I can't remember the name of the fabric, but I have started on it and it looks great. It's an opalescent blue and it's much deeper in color in person. It's 32 count, stitch 2 over 2, and I love it. So this is like the tortoise, because turtles are in the sea and tortoises are on land, right? So this is a tortoise, or is it the other way around? But anyway, this is the back of his head, and like you can see the start of the sign and his arm and a bit of his shell. Yeah, absolutely love it, and I am so grateful for this fabric. It is beautiful. It's I know I stitch a lot of white, plain, 18 count Ada and all of that, but I do have some colored fabrics, and it's the most beautiful fabric, and it is so fun to stitch 2 over 2. I absolutely love stitching on that one. It's just that right now I am in a bit of a confetti part of the pattern, because I need to stitch either down where it's not confetti or up where it's not confetti, or like to the side. And I have been like dreading a bit of that confetti right now. So I'm going to do it. It is fun, it's going to look great, but I will wait a couple more days before I do that. But I am so very happy. I'm so very happy. I'm very, very happy about the fabric and the pattern and everything. So yeah, that was all of my stitching, because I haven't bought anything. I bought the pattern Saga, and I'm going to start that with Nana and Becky in December, because my birthday, Nana's birthday and Becky's birthdays are all in December, and we are going to do a start along together. And also Becky is turning a special number, so I believe we came up with a hashtag name for it. We did. Becky's old saga song, I think. I don't know if we're actually going to use the hashtag or anything, but yeah, it's Becky's birthday. And she's turning a great number. Not great like in big, but like in great like as in good number. Just want to clarify that. Because it's two different words in Swedish, Norwegian. So yeah, she's turning an awesome is old. She's turning an even number. Gosh. Yeah. Hot Mess Express. And English is not my first language. And not my third. Yeah, it's my third language. Anyway, that's all of the stitching. That's all of my plans. I'm not going to do plans for when I'm filming next. And I will go into a bit of a life update. And yeah. So the reason why I started filming this and actually finished filming this without holding up anything, and why I haven't stitched that much and why I haven't filmed, is because right in the end of August I started to have a lot of pain in my shoulders and shoulder blades, and I thought that was just a part of my fibro diagnosis, because I have fibro as well, of course I have. And like fibro is just a pain diagnosis, or it's not just a pain diagnosis, but it's, yeah. If you're interested, just Google it. It's a huge diagnosis, not just with pain. But anyway, I thought it was an undangerous sort of pain. Like, it's painful, but my body isn't hurt kind of pain, which it sounds weird. You say it like that, but that is what I thought. And it didn't go over, so I went to my physical therapist and I told him about it, and he said, yeah, this is not 1, this is not 2, not 3, but 6 inflammations in your shoulders and shoulder blades. So I have 3 on this side and 3 on this side. And that was great. So I received a total ban from stitching. I very much don't lift anything heavy. Don't lift anything above here. Like glasses up in the cabinets. That's too heavy. That's too high. Don't strain your arms, don't do anything. So I sat bored, out of my mind, looked at every chart I own on Pattern Keeper, just every mock-up, and like, oh, I want to stitch that, I want to stitch that, I want to stitch that. And that is why I have so many starts. Because I looked, and I made like diagrams of things that I have, and sorry about the noises. Like, I made so much, like, just data on things because I was so bored. I was really, really bored. Yeah, do not recommend. Absolutely do not recommend at all. Let's see if I can actually find, because I have data. Should have looked up this before, really. But I didn't know I was going to talk about it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Like diagrams, fancy, and like how many projects I have that is from 0 to 10,000 stitches, how many I have from 10,001 stitches up to 30,000 stitches, like how many I have started, how many I have total. Like, this is what I did for months and months. Say hi to the dog. And I am technically kind of still on a ban. But I found that if I am careful and I don't stitch too much, and if I sit in a correct position, and if I do my workouts, and if I do things right, I can stitch without it being more painful than it already is. Because I am still not good. My shoulders are still inflamed. And it's driving me insane. Which is also kind of why I have been reading books. A lot of books. None of them really amazing except for the Front of Glass series. And the regular at Magic High School series. Those two are great books. Other than that, mediocre books. But, you know, you do what you do to keep yourself entertained, and you get on with it. Because, I mean, what can I do? So that was the first thing. And then I have been to a specialist about my jaw. Because I don't only have fibro, I also have rheumatismic arthritis in my jaws, in my joints, but mostly in my jaw and mostly in my right jaw. And I got to know what can be done about it. And it is one of 2 major surgeries. Either that or nothing, because all the non-surgical options are no longer an option, because I have already done them and I have already like received the maximum amount that you can receive of them. And they basically said, we can do nothing, we can do this surgery or that surgery, and you need to choose which option you want. Now, this isn't like, oh, we operate a little bit and you'll be fine. This is, oh, we operate, it's a major thing, and you will be in, like, your post-surgery schedule will be months and months of recovery. And things can go wrong. I mean, it isn't like a knee. If you have surgery on your knee, yes, it's major, but it isn't in your face. Like, if something goes wrong with either of those surgeries, I won't be able to close my eye, I won't be able to like do like this with my forehead, stuff like that. So I need to figure out what option I'm going for, and if I'm at all doing a surgery. And that is kind of stressful, you know, to have that responsibility as a patient, because they don't want to give me a recommendation, because if something goes wrong, they don't want to be the person that said, I wanted you to do this. They want me to want to do it, because if something goes wrong, I won't be able to blame them, like, for it. Like, they are guarding themselves from me as a patient, yada yada. Anyway, so that's not fun, and yeah, I don't know what to do, and I don't know what I'm going to pick, and yeah, so that is my life. Yeah. Sorry, I don't really remember what I said in my last video. Like, my last filming this and what I have said in this video, because they are kind of blurred together and I'm starting to not be able to talk correctly anymore. Yeah. I'll be back when I'll be back, and luckily, if I choose to do a surgery, it will be 8 months waiting before they actually operate, in that case. And if I do, I will tell you what it is. Yeah. I don't want to end this video on a bummer. Did I talk about the Christmas decorations in this video? Yeah, I don't think I did. Let's end with that one instead. Like, let's end on a Christmas tangent instead. Today is the 1st of December. Today is the day I am going to decorate my house with Christmas things. I'm going to put up my Christmas tree. I'm going to put all the decorations, because right now, I don't know if you can see, let's see, which way do I turn? This way. Nope, whoop, like that. Those are autumn leaves, like plastic autumn leaves, and those are like seashells, and it's a blue tablecloth and stuff like that. And today is the day that autumn is out of my house, and today Christmas starts. So I am a bit weird. I do Christmas decorations the first Advent weekend, and I put them down, like I put everything back into the boxes and put up my spring decorations the 25th of December. And I know some people celebrate Christmas on the 25th. I celebrate on the 24th, because kind of what we do in Scandinavia. We celebrate on the 24th and not 25th. And I want to start a new year. Like, the new year for me is a new start. And I don't want to have last year's Christmas. I want to have New Year, spring in my house. I know it's still winter, but to me it is important to have a spring tablecloth with spring flowers, preferably tulips, on my table on the 1st of January. Because it's New Year, it's a fresh slate, clean slate, everything is clean, no old Christmas, nothing, it's just new. And I know I'm special in that. I know most people have Christmas until Easter, but I don't. I have spring, even though it's not spring. And when spring comes around, I am a happy girl, because I hate the cold or winter. No. Spring. But first, Christmas. And I do enjoy Christmas. But you get kind of tired of Christmas when you celebrate it 5 to 6 times a year. Because family situation. So 5 Christmases a year, sometimes 6 Christmases a year if you count in work Christmas stuff. So Christmas is fine for 25 days and then done. But yeah, that is my plan for today. Christmas. And my Christmas tea is going to be standing here. Yeah, that is a better way to end things. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I will see you when I see you. Have a lovely evening or morning or day or night whenever you're watching this. Yeah, hope you are doing well.